Let's continue. So so this is when I'm supposed to get killed by the guy, as I'm like, bro. Oh, not yet. Here we go. Just like at lunch, Saint Germain quietly enters the room, pushing a silver cart. The red light and the setting sun is shining on him. His long shadow extends from the floor to the wall. It almost looks like a separate, living entity. Thank you, Saint Germain. An excuse.
私はこうすることで今のあなたと言葉を交わすきっかけが欲しかっただけ。最後にもう少しあなたと話したいというそんな未練にしがみついているだけです。
Oh, by the way, apparently, Tekka just coomed in the chat, by the way. Something about NIS America to host the Falcom 40th anniversary. If you want to, we can continue to.
できません。
It takes on a sharper tone, piercing me through the heart.
それはできないんです。
I want to ask him why, then stop myself. He probably wouldn't answer me anyway. Sorry, one second, guys. Saint Germain. I slowly enjoy the meal that the can offers me and look at him. Saint Germain himself doesn't eat anything. He just observes me intently. I'm like, oh my god, don't look at me. Did someone order to kill me? It seems that this was an unexpected question.
なぜそう思うのですか?
I don't know. See? He's a good guy. He's going to kill me, Chickaboo! He's like, I am going to kill you, by the way. He's just like, remind that I will be killing you tonight. Oh no, no, I lost my battery, man. I don't know, Tekka always glooms. I've been thinking since about noon about everything you said to me. You don't seem to be acting under your own will right now. It looks to me like you are pushing back your emotions in order to carry out some sort of mission. He doesn't reply. After a moment, he speaks quietly.
それは誤解ですよ。私は私自身の意志であなたを殺すんです。あなたを殺す罪は私が背負うべきものなのですから。
He averts his eyes and turns his face down. There's a trace of a dark shadow over... Wait, I'm muted? Wait, I'm muted? Oh, I'm muted. Oh, gotcha. I thought like you meant I was muted. I was like, fuck. I've been talking the whole time. Guess Walt? Later. There's a trace of a dark shadow over his usual smile. Is that true?
ええ。
No wonder why do you look so sad?
悲しい顔?
Yes.
あなたにはそう見えるのですか?
You have to go outside, get some sunlight, you know? The sun on your skin. Yes, you do. And I'm certain I'm right about it. Because we're friends. There's no way I could mistake that expression on the face of someone I consider dear to me. Is more than a friend. Oh my goodness. It's a formless emotion lying within that goes beyond friendship.
そうですか。もしあなたが私が悲しそうに見えるのなら
The setting sun causes a shadow to cross his face. The shadow makes him look sinister.
私はきっとそれだけあなたと過ごした日
Guess
々を
well, damn
愛
it,
している
Tickle.
のでしょう。
Why are you making me?
その日々を惜しんでいる分だけためらいが生まれているのかもしれない。
Yeah, I'm doing this quad Tickle, but give me like 15 minutes. Jermaine narrows his eyes even more than slowly smiles.
いえ、あなたと過ごした日々なんて回りくどい言い方は卑怯ですね。私はきっと
Chikabu, he said it.
愛しているのでしょう。
Wait, he said it like dash. What is it? Dashidu? Dashidu? I thought it was like Suki. No, isn't Suki like I like you? I forgot. I don't know. I don't know Japanese very well. Hihi. The smile he wears now is different from his usual smile, reflecting true kindness. I don't know if he's saying he loves me in a romantic sense. In the sense. Perhaps he means that he has a deep affection for me as a friend zone who has adventured alongside him. But still, can't keep my cheeks from reddening. I'm like, ew.
あなたとの日々は私に生きていた頃のことを思い出させてくれるんです。
When you were alive. What do you mean? You sound like you're saying you aren't alive right now. Hey, what's up, puppy? Thank you for the lurk, Puppy Sharpie. Wait, are you also streaming? Oh, yeah, you are. Shit. Hey.
いらぬことを話しすぎましたね。混乱させるつもりはなかったのですが。
He sighed slightly, then stands. You know, I think he's playing COD right now. That's why, yeah, he's just lurking for now. He's playing COD, I'm pretty sure.
私はこれで失礼します。また朝に食事を持ってきますので。明日が最後の一日となります。悔いのないよう祈りを捧げるのもいいでしょう。
What should I pray to?
あなたの信じる何かに。
Something you believe in. I believe in anime titties. That's my religion. Big anime titties and anime thighs. Those are Saint Germain's last words. As he turns to leave, bathe in the light of the setting sun. As he leaves, I call out to him, forcing out the words. I have many regrets. You haven't even told me why I'm going to be killed.
それは
That's... Why are you going to kill me? Am I going to die without knowing that? I asked him the same question that I asked before. I assume that I'm not going to get a reply. Saint Germain stops, then turns around and looks at me.
あなたが安らかに死ねる道がきっとこれ以外にはないからです。あなたに死がもたらされるならそれは他の者の手であって
Wait, hold on.
せめて
Wait,
私の手で
Chikaboo. Saint Germain is not my father, is he? No, he's not my father, like the guy that we're trying to chase, right? Puppy Sharpie, what's up, baby? Let me give you that alert for sure. Okay, I was thinking because I was like, yeah, that confused me a little bit. Yeah, Big Daddy. No, I don't know. Cause like, why is he? Because I feel like, you know, like he's saying that I should only be killed by him, right? You know, it should be at least be from my own hands. So I was thinking that he was maybe like the person who created me. So he was involved in my creation then, right? I am like metaphorically his daughter. Not biologically, but he must have been involved in the making of like who I am, of because I am a homunculus. Homunculus, I think that's the word. That's what I'm thinking, right? Because he loves her, so rather kill her. Don't. What? Wait, what? So, I'm so confused now. Wait, it's like I love you, so I'm going to kill you. Ah, that does not make sense. I'm so confused, Shikibu. He has his reasons on why he needs to kill her. Rich dude has fetish. It's weird, dude.
それはあなたの救いであり、あなたの命を奪う私への罰でもあります。
Because there's someone that wants her dead. Okay. Yeah, we know that it's like Twilight, I think, or whatever. I look down and clench my hands into fist. From the day we met, I've always thought that you were a mysterious person. You hide your true feelings and you have secrets. But you've been a kind and reliable friend. That's why I wanted to know more about you. I wanted to be closer to you. That's what I wanted, but my voice begins to tremble. I feel myself growing hot, and the words rush out of me. Now, the more I talk to you, the less I understand about you. You must have you must have some reason for why you're doing this to me. I want to believe you. I want you to make me believe you.
あなたが私を理解する必要などありません。
So there's another group, okay. But that why is like another group being introduced so late in the You know what I mean? You know what I mean? What? I look up at his sudden interruption.
あなたは目の前の事実だけを見て、ただ私を憎めばいい。私を殺したいほど憎めば。
His expression. Oh shit. Okay. His expression is emotionless as he looks me directly in the eyes. Okay, I need to respond to this one, right? So chapter 10, is that the only way? Yeah. Is that the only way? Is that the only way? I am he's like, I am the way. You do not the way. If I hate you for trying to kill me, will this pain disappear? He has been perfectly frank about this intent to kill me, his intent to kill me. It's obvious that I should be hating him, but part of me is unable to accept that. Saint Germain speaks in a definite tone, completely shutting out my doubts.
ええ。存分に恨んでください。私を呪ってください。私はあなたに対してそれだけの罪を。
A crime that deserves your contempt. She.
そうしてくれた方が私は心が休まりますから。
Saint Germain's one-sided argument makes my heart ache. Why is this happening? I want to shout at him, asking him why he must kill me. But I also know that doing so won't solve anything.
明日の朝にお会いしましょう。
With this, Saint Germain leaves the room. Midnight. I lay on the bed, thinking about everything that's happened. There's only one full day left until Saint Germain has declared that he would kill me. When that time comes, I know that he'll make sure to kill me, even though he may hesitate. Saint Germain says he has a reason to kill me. I still don't know what it is, but he's sticking to his reason and definitely intends to kill me. It's like, bro, why are you so like calm about it? I'd be like, ah, ah. I'd be like so fucking like afraid. Ah, shit. I don't want to die. The words that spill from me now never would have occurred to me back when I was shut up inside my mansion, meeting Lupin and seeing walking in the outside world. Impy, Victor, and Van Helsing, and the time spent with Saint Germain, even though my life may only be artificial. Perhaps all these experiences have given me a desire to continue living. I don't want to die, for Saint Germain's sake. Obviously, I don't want to die for my own sake as well. But more than that, I feel that Saint Germain would be left with lasting emotional trauma if he was forced to kill me. I bite my lip. I wonder if I can escape from here. It doesn't seem like Saint Germain will listen to anything I have to say at this point. But maybe Lupin and the others can get through to him. I'll escape from this place and meet up with them all. If I face Saint Germain with all of the friends that he has been spending time with, then perhaps. Alright. I recall Saint Germain's sad expression as I get out of bed. First, I check the room for any possible means to escape. Just as he had said, my poison doesn't seem to have any effect on the locked doors or the tightly shut windows. I tried the wall and floors as well, but the poison has no effect on any surface that could lead out of this room. He said that he'd use Victor's formula, but is it really possible to poison-proof this much space alone in such short time? What is that emote, Tigo? I love gasm. I'm like, ugh. If the poison doesn't work, then I pick up a shirt and slam it against the window. It's a clean hit, but the window doesn't break at all. I wonder what the material is made from. It looks so fragile, but doesn't budge. After that, I continue trying different ways to escape from the room, being extremely thorough, check any crevice. But all my time and effort are spent in vain, and the sky is beginning to turn white when I give up. My breathing is uneven. I'm pretty tired after my intense search. The stress from knowing that a friend is intending to kill me is probably a big factor in my fatigue as well. I lie on the bed to take a short break. I grow impatient, feeling that I need to do something about this situation. But instead, the tiredness overtakes me and I fall into a deep sleep. Oh, so bright. I wake to the sudden sensation of the bed sheets being flung off of me. I open my eyes in surprise and see Saint Germain's face right in front of me. He's looming over me.
おや、目を覚ましてしまいましたか。
He's going to kill me. I break out in goosebumps all over my body, and whatever drowsiness I still have is blown away instantly. I instinctively thrust my arms forward, trying to throw him aside. He grabs my arm and forces me to stand up. Before I know it, he's holding both my wrists in one hand and is covering my mouth with the other. Just like when he had been strangling me, his hand seems unaffected by my poison, or it touches my skin.
ああ、あなたの毒は 残念ながら私には効きませんよ。この手袋もあなたの服と同様に防毒液を染み込ませていますからね。
He shrugs, then looks at me in the eye. There should be one more day before the time Saint Germain is specified that I would die. So what's going on? I glare at the Count in protest. For some reason, I sense a hint of desperation in his expression.
そんな顔をしないでください。急で申し訳ありませんが、少し事情が変わったんです。少なくとも今は昨夜のように暴れられては困るのですよ。
That must mean that he heard me making noise in the room as I was attempting to escape. Before I can figure out my next move, he pushes me against one of the bedposts with overpowering strength. Then he quickly ties me to it. Oh, baby, this is getting kinky.
当然、この縄にも防毒が施されています。これでも
His face is right in front of mine. A perfume with an almost sweet scent tickles at my nose. I'm basically I'm tied up like this to a bedpost. I'm like I twist my body, trying to free myself from the rope. But the more I struggle, the tighter the rope digs into me.
事情があるんです。お願いですから静かにしていてください。あなたの生は私のもの。あなたの死は
Excuse me?
私があなたは私のものです。他のそうたとえ運命の正しき流れがあなたを欲していたとしてもあなたは私が殺しましょう。それがあなた。
This is the second time I've heard these words. He's still smiling as usual, and yet at the same time, it almost looks like he's crying behind the smile.
本当はここまでする必要はないのかもしれませんが。
Could he be my brother?
もしあれに見つかった時にきちんと捉えていると言い訳程度にはなるかもしれませんから。
Is that a possibility? No. Saint Germain carefully steps away. He removes his hand from over my mouth, and I'm finally able to draw a deep breath. We lock eyes. I'm not really sure what the point of this sudden activity is, but there's no point in hiding anything now. Now that he knows I was trying to get out last night. And he's that Oni-chan. Jermaine, there's one last thing I want to say. He's like, fuck you. I fully intend to escape tonight before midnight.
なぜそれを私にわざわざ警戒してくれと言っているようなものですよ。
I didn't want to say nothing. I feel like that would be betraying you. I really feel like something is wrong with me, too, talking like this when so much is on the line. But these words are coming from my heart.
あなたは本当に正直な人だ。私の方はずっとあなたを騙していたのに、騙すのが嫌だなどと。
I stare at the Count, who wears a smile of self-mockery. Even if I'm able to somehow escape, I don't know if I'll ever see Saint Germain ever again. That's why I want to leave him with some parting words. Whether or not I am able to escape, there's one more thing I want to tell you. Goodbye, Saint Germain. No matter what happens, I'm still glad you came into my life. If I hadn't met you, I don't think I would have the will to live. I would have the will to live that I do now. Saint Germain is silent for a long time. He stares at me, then opens his mouth to say something. but after a moment he shuts it without a word. Continues looking at me, as if making an effort to break through his hesitation.
さよなら、カルディアさん。
He says this. He says only this, then leaves the room. His soft voice seems to linger in the air behind him after his. As soon as I'm alone again, so many words begin flooding into my dazed mind. Why did he suddenly decide to tie me up like this when he said there was still time? Saint Germain said that the situation had changed. If we are now in a situation where my moving about would cause trouble for him, I might be able to make this work in my favor. I said this aloud, making myself believe in every word. Stay calm, don't panic. The most important time to be calm is when you're in trouble. That was something Lupin had taught me. I have to understand the situation, understand my options, and do my best to catch the enemy of God. Those are the skills necessary to stay alive. Saint Germain knew everything that there was about my poison, and thus was fully prepared to deal with it. But there's something he hasn't realized. Dun dun dun. I learned how to be a thief from the Grey Lupin. He made sure to teach me how to free myself from that rope too. Inky. When I was being tied up, I twisted my wrist to create a gap. So now I can keep twisting my wrist to widen the gap. It's a very small thing, but according to Lupin, a time is the little things that dictate the tides of battle. What is Saint Germain thinking? Why is he trying to kill me? I'm going to hold off on thinking about these things. Right now, the most important thing is to get out of here alive. I'll work on widening the small gap in the rope, and time flies by. The sunlight entering the room pans across the floor, and then lengthens as the sun begins to go down. Even then, the rope isn't loose enough for my hand to pass through. Then, a while after the sun has set, my wrists are finally free of the rope. Yes. I whisper my excitement, then untie the rest of the knots and relax slightly. I've regained the freedom to move my body. Now I have a bigger problem to tackle. There's no clock in the room, so I can't tell what time it is. I was so engrossed in freeing myself from the rope, but I have no idea how long it's been since the sun went down. When will Saint Germain finish preparing the poison and return to this room? Will it be a few hours, or is he on his way here even now as I stand here? I try to block out any fear and uneasy, and once I have finished preparing for my escape, I turn to the keyhole in the door. This was something I had been thinking about before untying myself. My poison won't work on this door. I'm not strong enough to break it down. All that remains, then, is the lockpicking skills that Lupin taught me. I don't have any tools on hand though. Well, I can't just make something. I take off my gloves and set my sight on a handle sticking out of a nearby shelf. The handle is metal. I wonder if I can fashion some kind of wire out of it. An ordinary person would have been able to do that, but I can. I gently touch the handle with my bare hands. It seems that the handle hasn't been protected from my poison, as it begins to melt and smoke the moment I touch it. And use this. I feel the metal becoming warmer, and I begin to create a thin metal stick from it. I twist in a piece of thread. It doesn't look that great, but it should do the trick. My breathing naturally becomes shallower as I stick the two wires into the keyhole. I lose track of how much time it takes. I feel a click. I put my hands against the door and give it a gentle push. The door opens. The door, which hadn't budged at all until this point, opens with a tiny creak. I look around cautiously and step out into the hall. We go. Going to leave it there and be back in 2 seconds.